Hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. I seem really high up again. I'll come down to meet you, Rach. There we go. Hi, everyone. Let's play some Decorum. This is a cooperative game of, there'll be some story, but we're basically living together in some capacity, decorating our house, which will start in some kind of state of decoration. And there's limited communication. We both have goals. We want different things, but we're not allowed to talk about what our goals are, of course. We can only kind of communicate passive-aggressively. We've played a demo game of this at the UK Games Expo. I really enjoyed it. But we'll see what the real thing is now, because there are also shorter campaigns for 3 and 4 players as well. But there is I think it's like 15, 20 game 2-player campaign in this, and already on top of the box there are a couple of surprises, a couple of sealed surprises for as you get later into this campaign. We started off with number 1. Maybe, depending on if full scenarios are as quick as the expo one, we might get 2 done.
If you're lucky.
We'll see. We'll see how hot it gets in here. We might have to turn the fan on. Hi everyone that's here, by the way. Hey Monica, James, Wei Jen, Steve. Hopefully, we won't have any trouble from bots and stuff. I've told the bot to not announce it. It's posting links that the bot was putting its little warnings up for. But yes, I'll have to be careful not to look at the goal cards. You can help us out, of course. Links in the description to the fundraising, crowdfunding, patreon.com/slickerdrips, and there's Ko-fi as well. Thank you very much for everyone helping all of this happen. It's the reason that all of this exists, that's broadcasting it to you now. So yes, let's go for chapter 1. Welcome home. And okay, they're the backs of the cards. So I was thinking, should we do one where we don't say what our goals are, and then we can look at the chat and like talk and stuff, and you can guess what you think we're going for based on us playing it? Or should we show the goal and then you know what we're doing, but if we do that, we can't look at the chat while we're in game, because we would know then what one of us is doing. So this is the setup card. So if I go into the bigger screen, so here we go, Rach. You've got a bit of story. Can you see that on the screen? You can see it in real life. There's a microphone in the way.
No.
Do you want me to make it bigger?
No. I can read it.
Story time with Rach.
Welcome home. Spencer and Blake are finally moving in together. Stressful? Of course not. Their relationship is perfect, right?
So we need to set up the house like this. So this tells us the colour of the rooms. We shouldn't really need to zoom in general, I don't think, because it's pretty big stuff. So the bedroom's painted green, kitchen is red. Normally, by the way, you would put the way the rulebook has the setup, to fit in nicely with the graphic design, I should mention. The paints go like that, so they're kind of dripping into the board. But for space reasons, they're going on here. The living room is yellow. And then we've got rooms can be certain colours. The colour of the room doesn't have any other attribute. All the other things have a colour and a type. So there are wall hangings, and depending on what colour they are, tells you like their style. You'll see as we go through all this. So there is a wall hanging, a modern wall hanging in the bathroom at the start of setup. There is a lamp that's retro.
And red.
In the living room, and red. There's also a curio that's antique and blue in the bathroom. In the bedroom, we have got an unusual lamp that's green. And in the kitchen, we have got an unusual wall hanging that just happens to be yellow. So that's the starting state of our house. So, Rach, do you want to be person on the left? Since that's how we are sitting.
Well, I mean, I suppose that makes sense.
So we'll keep them secret then from each other and from you. So we have got a few things on here that tell us how we want the house to be decorated. And we've got to try and make that happen one little change at a time. So, we've got a bit of... so I am Blake. I love Spencer to death. The only things we ever fight about are movies. Spencer loves horror movies, but I can't stand them. Too scary. I hate being scared, but I'm not scared of living with Spencer. That might give you some clues, Rach. I doubt it. So I have got a few conditions that I need to fulfill now. Have you got anything on yours, Rach?
Yeah.
Go on then. Who are you? Well, I assume you're
I am
Spencer.
Spencer. I can't wait to live with Blake. Just Blake, me, and my mom's ghost. Oops, I keep forgetting to tell Blake she's been haunting that old lamp ever since her untimely death. Oh well, they'll get along.
Should we be reading those things out? Is that giving
us any clues? Probably not.
Maybe. Right. So.
It's maybe given one clue.
Yeah, maybe we're only meant to read those in our heads. Anyway, so on your turn, we each get a turn in a round, and then this heart will move over to track the number of rounds we've had. On your turn, you can either add something to the house. So add something to an empty space. You can choose whatever you like, as long as it's kind of available on the board. But yeah, you can add something to an empty space. You can remove an object for your turn. Take something out that's already in there. You can swap an object for one of the same type. So you can swap this painting for a different colour, basically. But you're not allowed to swap the painting for a lamp of any colour. It's got to be the same object from a different row. You can paint a room, just a different colour than it is now. Or you can pass. No change to the house, but you can only do this if you're satisfied, if you're fulfilled, they call it in the rules. So you'll perform an action, which can be passing. Then you have a fulfillment check. If all of your conditions are now met on your card, you say, you don't have to say the exact things that the rules say, but I'm fulfilled, some kind of variation on that. Then every other player, it's just going to be Rach, will comment on that change with a positive, negative, or neutral response. So it's like, I love it, I hate it, I don't care, basically. It's a passive-aggressive game. And then the next person takes their turns. When everyone's had a turn, we move the round marker over. When we've had 15 turns in a two-player game, we have a heart-to-heart where we can share one of our conditions with each other. Hopefully, we will have won by then. And then from then on, every 5 rounds, you'll have a heart-to-heart. There is a scoring, if you're bothered about that, but even at the demo we were given, we were kind of told, like, don't really worry about the scoring. It's just about enjoying the game. Hey, Sean. Hey, Bonnie Crew. Marty, there is plenty of room for him. He just isn't here at the moment. I think he's downstairs. Well, Rach has just come home, so he's all unsettled for a little bit now, because he always thinks that food's available if someone's come in. Hey, Hans.
So what can we do? Swap a paint?
So you can add something to an empty space.
Yeah.
You can take something away that's already there. You can change something. It has to stay the same type, but it can be a different colour.
Yeah, what was the thing?
You can paint the room, or you can pass if all your conditions are met. So, are you first, Rach? I've given you the number 1, so there we go.
I'm going to repaint the living room.
Okay. Okay.
Well, what do you think about that?
I don't care. Right, I am going to take this lamp away. Have you got a comment on that, Rach?
No. I don't care about that.
Okay, so that's round 1. We've done things that neither of us care about. It's a step up from the demo where I think every action we took was I hate it from both of us until we just suddenly won.
I wonder what scenario that was.
It said demo at the top of it though, so it must be a special one they had.
I'm going to swap out this lamp.
Okay. I hate it. Right. I am going to add something. Let's add an unusual curio to the kitchen. What do you think about that, Rach?
I hate it.
You hate it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely lamp. Look at it. It's an eye holding a spear. Go on then, Rach. Round 3.
Don't want that in the kitchen.
Hiya. See you. Nice you can join us. Oh, you've taken...
I've taken the painting out of the kitchen.
I hate it. I hate what you've done with the kitchen. Right. Okay. So... I'm going to put... Let's say... Oh no. Curio's already in there. Let's say a lamp. A modern lamp. In the kitchen.
Hate it.
You hate it. You hate everything. Right, that's 3 rounds. We're getting somewhere.
Okay, I'm removing this from the kitchen.
I hate it. I hate the kitchen without that. Right, let's pop that in the living room. What do you think about that?
Don't really care about that.
We're getting somewhere. Round 5.
Don't want that in there.
What's gone? The lamp.
Yep, from the kitchen.
Oh, I hate it. Right. I'm going to put... Let's put a retro wall hanging in the living room.
Move the timer.
What do you think about it?
Oh, sorry, I don't really care about that.
Okay, that's all right.
Pass.
You're satisfied?
I am.
Okay. Well, unfortunately. I'm going to change that to a different type.
I'm fine with that.
You don't care?
No.
Okay. So, it's your turn.
I'm passing.
So I assume you're still passing. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied. I'm fulfilled. Well, that's quick.
And that's the end of the stream, everybody. See you next week.
There we go. So my conditions were the rooms on the left-hand side of the house cannot contain any lamps. The house must contain no more than 1 antique. And the downstairs must have at least 2 objects. So that's why I kept putting stuff downstairs. But I assume you didn't want anything in the kitchen, Rach.
So I needed each room on the left side painted blue.
Yeah.
It must contain at least 1 antique yellow lamp because, hello, my mum's ghost is in that lamp.
Yeah.
And the kitchen must not contain any objects.
Okay.
I obviously object to the kitchen.
So we've passed scenario 1. That's even quicker than I was expecting. That's even quicker than the demo scenario, I feel like. Although we may have just been doing the wrong things in the demo scenario.
Done. See you next week.
So, hey Tyron, are you like the nice empty kitchen? Hey Joel, do we have similar tastes in real life? Like to decorating? We haven't really. Like our house is kind of like, what is it? It's white walls.
It's a blank canvas.
Yeah, it's pretty blank.
We've got some paintings and some wall hangings, but they are yet to go up.
No. We're not really, I wouldn't say we're particularly fussed in general. Because it was a new house, all of the walls are like nice and clean, although they're just like all white. I think that was the main thing. Maybe if we'd moved into an old house, we would have changed things. We picked the carpets though, didn't we?
We did.
We agreed on them. And I'd say that I'm not really that fussed in general. You picked we agreed on the sofa, didn't we? But again, I wasn't that fussed. We got the one you really liked, didn't we? I was more bothered it was comfy.
Oh, the sofa, yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll do another one. It was really quick. Like, I think that they get more complicated. We were told in the demo that, like, you will start off with more conditions. Not just that you need to fulfill, but that the game must follow. Like, the house can only have things, like, if there's something here in the house, there also needs to be something here that you have to, like, trip over. I would live. I'd probably want something. Well, it's actually, there's pots and pans. I could live in a kitchen. There is a light. There's no lamps, but there's a light in there.
We don't have a
Everywhere
lamp
else
in
is
our
dark.
kitchen, and we don't have a picture in our kitchen, and we don't have a curio in our kitchen.
So maybe we do now. Hey, Michael. Yeah, I'd imagine they get trickier. And yeah, he did tell us that, didn't he? He gave us some hypothetical examples. So
Sure.
chapter 2 is once in a lifetime. I think this is face down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so the game does play 3 and 4 players as well with their own campaign and conditions and stuff, as you would need, like, different things. So you can be person on the left, Rach, person on the right. So we've got once in a lifetime. Do you want to read that out, Rach? Where can I leave it and still decorate the rooms? Can you see it, Rach?
Well, just about. Once in a lifetime, this starving artist only wants to live in the moment with his muse. But with a baby on the way, this muse is more concerned with the future. Is their time about to run out?
So
Feeling a little bit blue.
we'll just get all of this arranged how it wants. I think... Oh no, that's wrong. Red lamp. I think that's right. Okay, that's how the house is starting. Who are you, Rach?
I am Agent Eve. Why am I so particular about the decor? Are we going to read out?
No, I don't think we should read them out. Because it's not a big
Really?
hint. Like, your thing didn't... Your thing last time didn't give a hint. I think mine... Yeah, I think it's better to read them out after, because mine definitely basically tells you what one of my conditions is. But
Sure.
I am Rob Boss.
Don't get it.
So are you going to go, Rach?
I know, I'm number 2.
Yeah, that's scenario number 2. It's not player number 2.
Well, I said I was number 1 last time, and you took it as number 1.
I've just given you, like, for whatever these are for.
Well, let me read it then. This is more complicated to work out.
Yeah,
I'll start with the easy one.
The conditions already. There's a... Yeah, they've stepped it up.
Living room's going to be yellow.
I love it. I'm gonna remove that.
What was that?
Oh no, I'm not going to remove it. I'm going to change it from modern to retro.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I do mind it.
You do mind it.
Okay, I hate it.
You hate it.
Well,
that's come a long way.
I'm a woman, I'm allowed to change my mind.
Okay. Well, you can do something about it.
Controversial. Okay, next thing. That's going to be green.
I love it. I'm going to put a little antique wall hanging in the kitchen.
Not happy about that.
You hate it?
I don't know. There's too many options.
Oh, the play tokens are for higher player count. I see. Hopefully we'll get to play at that in a couple of weeks, I imagine.
Okay, I'm going to remove this.
Okay. I don't care. Oh, I am going to change this from modern to retro.
Okay, don't mind that.
Good. We're on the right track, I think.
This is tough, man. Just getting rid of that.
I don't mind.
Do we need to be on? I know what. No, we're on third time, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, I should have moved it at the end of my turn. Right,
Yeah, the colours don't. I don't know because the antique is a different colour. For each thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know really what the colours.
Like I think them being antiques and them being this being an antique and being green are two different.
Separate.
Yeah, two separate criteria that you might care about in different situations. It's me, isn't it? So I just need I'm gonna paint the bathroom red.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Exciting bathroom. And hang on. Before you tell me what you think, I'm satisfied.
With everything?
Let me just check.
Well, that makes a problem.
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Well, that's a huge problem for me.
Well, we can work through it. You got to think to yourself, Rach, what might I be doing?
Can I do that?
No. You can keep it the same thing but change the colour, or you can take it away completely. Putting that in is a separate action. I hate it. Right. I'm gonna put that there then.
No, I can't be having that. My car's really hard to manage.
Okay.
To micromanage.
I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm gonna change that. And hang on. I am satisfied. I am fulfilled. I'm satisfied. What do you think, Rach? What do you think about that changing from green to red?
It's okay.
Good. Okay, are we getting somewhere?
Major problems in this house.
Right.
Now. Major problems. I'm just going to remove this for now.
Okay, that's fine. I pass. I'm satisfied. We can see who the problem in this scenario is.
Why have I done that?
Why have you done that?
Hang on a minute.
I hate it, but we can work around it. I change that. I'm satisfied.
No, I'm still not satisfied.
Well, that's fine, but what do you think about what I just did? Do you care about that?
Well, I mean, it's still it's messed up my plan, so...
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really know. That being in that room, that's fine by me, but it's messed up other things. So you hated this?
I hated what you did. I'm not saying that I hate the thing that you put in there specifically. I hate the action that you took. I hated. I hate it. I hate it all so much.
Confused.
Right.
So right now, I'm perfectly happy.
Right.
No, I'm not happy.
I'll put that in there.
I'm not happy about that.
Okay. Come on, Rach, you can do this.
I can't. It's been a long day. And everything you do is messing up everything I do.
I like this scenario that I've been given the easy to do
I wasn't
thing.
even happy either. I wasn't even happy. I've totally messed that up. I wasn't even happy the first time.
Oh, you did say you were happy.
I know, well, that's all just messed up. This is where we see somebody having a breakdown on the internet.
Okay.
I can't swap that for something else, can I?
No, you can swap it for a
Painting.
different wall hanging, or you can take it away entirely.
Just leave it at that.
I hate it.
What have you thought about what I was trying to do? Just forget it.
All right.
What's that? Is that a curio?
I've changed that from blue to green.
Oh my God,
well,
it's so
from
much
antique
worse.
to modern.
It's so much worse. It's absolutely so much worse than before.
I'm just trying to make my way through life.
I think we're getting to the point now where it's going too far.
Well, that's 10. Have I just moved it?
No, I don't know.
I think I just moved it. That's 9 rounds we've had. This is number 10. Come on, Rach. Think about.
You asked me to think about it in a very quick way because we're being watched by many
Think
people.
about my needs.
I can't think about your
Think
needs
about
because
what
all
I'm
I know
doing.
It's my needs and I've got them wrong. I wasn't
that's
wrong.
not gonna
I
help.
wasn't wrong. I just forgot one thing. I thought something was something when it wasn't something.
I hate it. But we can work with it.
Anne, I have no idea what I'm trying to do.
I'm
That's the
satisfied.
problem.
I'm satisfied. I like all these guesses. I can't comment on any of these guesses, of course. Hey, Overboard Games, we haven't read anything out yet. We're not far off, though. The end of round 15. We can choose to skip to round 15 if we're absolutely stuck and feel that we're getting nowhere. I believe we can skip forward quicker and have the heart-to-heart to reveal a condition to each other. But hopefully, Rach's going to sort this out.
No. I'm not going to sort it out. What did you just change?
I just changed that from red, I think,
that's really messed
to
me
blue.
up.
You got this, Rach. Uh-oh. I love it.
Hang on a minute. Did I want to do that?
I don't know.
No. Look, you loved it, but you have to just forget about that. I need to remember what I was trying to do. This one.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Right. I have to do that.
No. No.
Okay, well...
That's like the actual opposite of anything I want to happen.
Okay, well... You need to think about... Think about what mine might be a bit. Because yours are probably more complicated, but I think if you understand...
I haven't got time to think about what yours are.
I think mine are easier. And if you understand what one of my conditions is...
Yeah, but maybe I need to do more than one thing to make mine happen. And when I do something, you have to do something before I can do something again. I can't... If I need to swap something for something else, I can't do that.
No.
That's the problem. You okay? I took something out.
But you put that in.
Yeah, but I still think maybe I did the wrong thing.
I'll take that out. What would you like in the living room, Rach? Yeah, like all of the scenarios, like it's not randomly determined. They're all in envelopes and they've all been like designed so that our conditions do work together. You won't end in like it just being impossible. I hope. You've got this, Rach.
I haven't, and it's worse than ever. I haven't helped myself at all. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. I think we need to start again.
Why?
My card is definitely way harder than your card.
Yeah, but you are doing things and then saying...
Because I'm looking at 3 things each time I put something down. There's 3 things to think about when all mine interweave.
Yeah, mine
I don't
interweave.
just think about one room.
Mine interweave, but have I had a turn as well?
No, it's me.
Yeah, I'm not fulfilled.
I'm not fulfilled. I'm nowhere near being fulfilled.
Come on then, Rach.
Absolutely nowhere near being fulfilled. Absolutely nowhere near.
Hate it.
I don't understand. I don't understand what yours are. Why do you keep putting that same painting down? I do not want that painting. Why do you keep putting that same painting down?
I think maybe we'll do that, Bonnie, for the next one. If Rach is up for another one.
No, I don't want to play this.
We'll do that for another one
because just watch an actual mental breakdown happening. Sometimes there's absolutely no helping me either.
But we're just emptying the rooms.
I don't understand.
Because you're not happy.
Want that painting? Why do you keep putting that painting down?
Think.
That's around 15.
Think.
Yeah, but you put the same painting down every time.
What conclusion could that lead you to?
Do we tell each other a clue now?
No, at the end of the round.
Oh man.
But in like the last 4 rounds, we've just emptied these 2 rooms. I'm kind of waiting for you to make a positive move towards something. There we go. I love it, what you did. What do you think about that, Rach?
I just don't know. I think that Tom's card says make me unhappy. My card says make Rach unhappy.
What do you think about that yellow lamp?
It's okay. It doesn't...
You don't care?
Ruin anything because it doesn't affect anything that I need to do next.
Right. So... we can reveal a condition to each other.
Okay.
Well, then you tell me one. I'm not sure which one to tell you. So we're spending one of these hearts. This is for scoring. Like, you have these hearts that you can spend,
I don't
but
really know which one is the
we're
most
not really
important.
scoring it. What's the one I am messing up the most?
Well, 2.
You can only tell me one.
The house must contain at least one object of each style. I don't feel like that was the best one to say now that I've said it.
Okay. Each room can only contain objects of one colour.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. Hate it.
Well, it made me extremely happy. So take from that what you will. Because I'm happy. So game over. If only.
Okay. Right. I'm going to change that. I know you hate it.
What was your option? What was your clue that you told me?
Each room must only contain objects of one colour.
What did you just take out of there?
A retro one, and I changed it for an antique.
There's no green retro.
Nope. A real life version would be great. I would imagine that a lot of those lamps and things would end up smashed there at the higher difficulties. Lamp getting changed. Hate it. Right.
You should be on there.
I'm just going to take that out. What do you think about that, Rach?
Absolutely hate that.
Yeah, I know you hate it.
Why are you doing it then?
Because you can only do things one step at a time. You just put that one in.
Preempting what you might do.
I was fine with what you did.
I think we might be done.
Are you satisfied with that?
I was happy 2 rounds ago.
Why didn't you say that?
Because you weren't happy.
Yeah, but you can
I
say
did.
that.
Everybody can. Okay, everybody, did you or did you not see me say, I'm happy, game over, arms in the air, cheering? Can you just confirm, please, that that did just happen?
Right. So, yeah. So you pass, right?
You can't take one out and put one in like Rach did in one turn. Did I swap what it was?
Did Rach do that?
So I cheated.
What did you do?
I thought I swapped. I had this red lamp in. What was in before that?
I don't know.
I thought it was a yellow lamp. Someone go back. I thought I swapped a lamp for a lamp and I put the red lamp in.
I think you did. I don't know.
And this time I swapped the red lamp for the blue lamp.
I think
if I didn't have a lamp in there before the red lamp, I do apologise.
So your turn, you've passed. You're satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. There we go. So, we have won condition 2. So, alizarin crimson, cadmium yellow. Oh, how I love Thalos blues and greens. I can't paint happy little portraits of my mysterious wife without a home full of colours spread like they are on my painter's palette. Each room can only have things that are one colour. The house must contain at least one object of each colour. The house must contain a room painted each colour. And the house must contain at least one green antique wall hanging. It says at least one. It could only be one, couldn't it?
When you look at mine, yes.
Well, even with mine, the house can only have... Each room can only have objects of one colour. And the house must have objects of one of each colour.
At least one object of each colour. So you could have more than one wall hanging in one room. I know.
You can't. So, yeah.
Mine, Agent Eve, why am I so particular about the decor? Because the fate of the world literally depends on it. At least it did. Or it will. The flux will be here soon. I pray she can succeed where I failed. So my objectives were each room must contain no more than one style. The house must contain at least one object of each style. The house must contain at least one object of each type. And the downstairs must contain a room painted yellow and green.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't pick up at all.
Yeah,
I didn't pick up at all that you were doing the different
what
styles.
Types they were and what object they were.
We got there though.
Style.
We used up one heart to heart in that. I said we did scenario 1 in like 7 rounds, didn't we? That one took like 19. Are we doing another one, Rach? Go on, let's do one more. It's only been a 44-minute stream.
I found that every time I looked at style, I was then forgetting the type.
That doesn't mean colour.
The type. And then Tom kept adding things in to each room, so there'd always be 2. And if I took out the other thing that was already in there, because he clearly wanted the thing he just put in, it messed up my other stuff, so it was just all going crazy.
Yeah, I wanted you to realise that...
Look, I just didn't want those antique
no matter what the other rules were, I needed this thing in there. Everything else I could be a little bit more loose about.
But you just kept throwing it everywhere in any room.
So I didn't really care where it was. It just had to be...
Every time I put anything, I'm not happy. Green painting.
It could be anywhere. It just needs to be... If you want other things in there, they've got to be green.
I'm so upset about this green painting.
And then you would change the colour of a room, so then I would have to change the colour of everything else in that room. Right. Let's go for Chapter 3. Rock and roll. Go on, Rach. What's going on?
Annie couldn't help falling in love, but living with the Duke will take a little more conversation than their Vegas wedding did. Will one of them end up at the Heartbreak Hotel?
So that's right. That one. That one. And then that one. That one. And then
Yes, my cheering was subdued, but there was a little bit of cheering.
We hadn't fully won yet.
So there you go. There's confirmed. Confirmed. I did say when I was happy. Confirmed.
Oh, good. Yeah, they're making an app so that because it already comes with 20 different ones that get harder and harder and harder. But yeah, the app will come up with loads of different ones. Yeah, our paint colours didn't really get in the way of each other. So, okay, I am Annie.
Already I can tell you this is not going to go well.
So I assume Rach is the Duke. Okay. Take your first turn, Duke. All right, let's have a look at these. Let's get to grips with these things. Okay.
I mean, which do I go for first, man? Get rid of this.
I hate it. I'm going to get rid of this.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Good.
Gonna get rid of this.
I don't mind that. I'm going to get rid of this.
Okay, I didn't like that. Gonna pop that in there.
That's fine. I don't care about that. I'm going to change this to that.
Not too happy about that.
Uh-oh. We've got an empty left side of the house. The right hand side's going to start sinking.
But we'll just decide on that later on.
I love it.
Absolutely not. Okay then. Is that a lamp?
It is. I hate it. I hate it so much. I'll change that.
It's fine by me.
Okay.
Oh, I just read something I didn't even notice. Oh,
Yeah, you should
man.
read those things.
Oh, I did notice, but you know, when like, I don't know, there's 4 things to think about here. That's okay, that's not spoiled yet.
The first one had 3 things. Rach was okay with the 3 rule game. I don't care about that. Right, let's pop that in there.
You and that painting. I mean, are you just really just kidding me right now?
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm fine by it, really.
Oh.
I think you're obsessed with that painting in real life.
Okay, I don't care about that. Pop that in the bathroom.
Couldn't care less.
Good. Wait a minute. I am fulfilled.
Okay, well, I'm not, so we'll just see about that. We'll see about that.
Look who the easier to please one is.
I could be messing up now.
I don't care.
Okay, so do you take a go or do you just pass?
I pass. Because I'm fine with that. I don't care. That's fine.
I think we might be happy.
Are you fulfilled?
Yeah.
Let me just check. I'm happy. You happy?
Done.
That's like a 5 minute. That's like a 6-minute one, including setting it up. So my commune called me Eclectic Annie because my style is all over and all me. If you're not mixing it up every day, you're a zombie man. I don't want to be a zombie man, so I'm not living boring now or ever. I wanted every object can't be the same style as another object in the same room. So they had to all be different symbols. The left side can't have any lamps.
No, hang on. They're the same.
What? Oh, God. Okay, we haven't won. Oh, well, we can't do anything about that now. I don't know what your thing is.
Well, what would you take out of there?
Well, something that probably annoy you.
Like what?
Well, it's like 50-50, isn't it, on what I change. The mess, it just needs to be a different symbol. Put our good old friend that painting in.
I'm fine with that.
Oh yeah? Well, there we go then. A bit of an asterisk on that, but yeah, everything got a different symbol. Left side can't have any lamps. Every room has to have a green object in it, and the rooms on the right side must be red.
How'd you like that? It wasn't even me that made a little boo-boo this time. So I'm the Duke.
Edit
Oh,
that
well,
out,
they
that
call me
never
the
happened.
Duke because there's just one king, but I'm the next best thing. I'm not doing the actual voice. And old Dukes are keen on keeping on that old rockabilly rolling lifestyle just as long as he's keeping time. Oh, that's the best you're going to get on a Friday at 6 o'clock.
What was yours, Rach?
6 p.m.
What were your criteria?
GMT. Okay, so BST. I had each room must contain at least one retro object. The wall colour of each room must match the colour of one of the retro objects in that room.
Oh, yeah.
The house must contain each retro object at least once. The downstairs must not contain any modern objects.
That's really, you would have been fine with whatever I did with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but if you took out the other red thing, then that would have...
Yeah, that wasn't the problem, though. Yeah, I thought we were fine, weren't we?
yeah.
I could have just taken that out. There we go, then.
Tom just do tape
No,
backsies.
I don't.
You're
I've
right.
never made a mistake in
Just
a game.
do tapes backsies.
Steve's seen hundreds of these games at this point. I haven't made a mistake in one yet. I'll try to make it happen.
Yeah,
and it
Steve just
won't.
watches them for fun.
Yeah.
Before they go live.
She gets to watch them. What should we do? Should we do another one?
No.
I don't really want to spoil it. Like,
I'm done.
that's the thing as well. Like, if you see it now and you want to give it a go, then, like, depending on your memory, really, I don't want to just give you all of the things. It'd be good if the app comes out, because then we could just do randomized ones. It does tease in the rulebook as well that this is like an intertwined, I doubt like a complex story, but there is like these characters will intertwine in some way throughout the 20 games of this. And without spoiling anything, because I don't know what's actually in there, there's two things on the very top of the game as soon as you open it that's like, don't open until scenario such and such. I think like later on in the 2-player campaign. So there's surprises in there. Well, no idea what they are yet. But there we go. There is some decorum. Another like lightning stream. We've done the first game in like 5 minutes.
Then the next game took about half an hour.
That's the trouble. Like, if you just happen to, I suppose, like accidentally in both of those games, in 1 and 3, we probably accidentally, the things we were just picking to satisfy our objectives just weren't getting in the way of each other, and then there were only a couple of things to change, like by the end. Whereas
That second game was terrible.
the second game, neither of us were picking up on what the other one wanted to happen until we told each other, and then it's still like, well, you can only tell each other one thing. Like, I think that's like a key to it, that if you just aren't getting anywhere, you could as well, like we could have chosen a few turns earlier to just say, let's just skip to 15 and just tell each other something.
Just put the Marty cam on.
Is he there?
The Andy is there.
I don't know if it will come. Where is the Marty cam? Is it off screen somewhere?
Just give you a little treat at the end of the stream.
Where is it?
I don't know.
My box for where it should be arriving isn't there. Center horizontal. Well, if I go into the template and try and put it on the template, does he appear there? Oh, maybe I need to... Oh. Here he comes.
He's in the middle now as well.
Oh. Right, we don't need that one on there. Let me select the Marty cam. Well, it's been funny with the... He's going to have to be like...
Teeny tiny.
There is like a really frustrating bug with the streaming software. You can still hear me when I'm on this screen, can't you? There's a really frustrating bug that's like, I haven't... He's in the way of me. I haven't actually had to change any of the layout because we didn't really need to zoom in, so I didn't really need to make any of the angles or anything. But there's a really frustrating bug, right? When you start the streaming software up, you have to let it all happen and get situated, and then you have to close it and reopen it again, before it will let you touch anything. Like, if I try and resize the main camera, it will just disappear off screen until I close the whole thing down, wait ages, and then start it up again. It's only started doing that in the last few weeks. I don't know why, but it's really annoying. So, like, I can't change the size of any of this stuff, or it will just disappear off the screen. Maybe we'll have to have him a little bit smaller and out of my way. There he is. There he is. In case he's getting lost in the house and you can't see him. Yeah, because I didn't have to actually make any angles this time, I forgot that was going to happen, and yeah, so we can't make Marty any bigger. That's what I'm saying. But you can kind of see him in his new hidey hole behind the door.
Marty the door stopper.
Yeah, that's what he is now. You can see the face of the actual doorstop, like front and center on the camera, because I didn't really think that we would need a camera over there. Luckily, the cable just about stretches from his lovely, like, blanketed chair,
comfy chair,
his lovely throne that he sits in. It's too hot though now. Like, he does tend to in the summer. He's either like right underneath a desk, or he's like on the landing, just all splayed out. Or usually he's downstairs because it's cooler downstairs. But at least he's made a nice little appearance. I would definitely finish the campaign. I really enjoy this, and I would say I was getting lost in that second one as to what Rach could possibly be doing.
Well, let's admit it. I was getting lost at what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, I feel like Rach would be the one that might not want to continue to the end of the campaign. Well, like, would you play Décorum again? Just normally?
I don't know. Maybe. It depends.
Maybe you felt a bit more pressure doing it live.
Well, you were rushing me.
Well, I'm just trying to say things.
I'd mess myself up, and I couldn't sort myself out.
Yeah. Like, maybe that's a little factor.
Just some of us aren't used to being live on YouTube.
I think you might. I think you might give it a go a bit more. But I think if that happened again, you would probably be a couple of sessions like number 2 away from just not wanting to ever do it again.
I would be out if that happened again.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't play on a Friday. Probably good.
Yeah.
Good suggestion.
Yeah, it's always worth knowing that Rach has come home straight away from work and basically walked through the door onto a deduction game.
It's been a long week.
We'll do Search for Planet X next week.
Absolutely not.
We'll do all the deduction.
I'm not ruining my win streak on that.
Rach doesn't usually like deduction games in general, do you? You like co-op ones?
It would be really probably an idea, have a notebook and keep notes, but actually, Bonnie, I didn't actually work out anything about what Tom was doing. I would have just written, for some reason, wants lots of green photos.
I think you were saying, generally, I think someone said what I wanted.
Yeah, they were saying some stuff. But I can't think about that while I'm trying to work out what I'm actually supposed to be doing.
That was for scenario 2, wasn't it? So, like, Anne, like, that's probably like what a later scenario. I imagine they would have those, like, diagonal colour matching and stuff. Like, mine was just, if it's in a room, it needs to be the same colour as all the other objects in there. But yeah, I like that. It would be nice doing one if there's, like, the downside is we can't look at or interact with chat if we did it that way. But it would be nice to show you the cards first and then we play. So you can, like, we wouldn't be able to see it until the very end, but you would know how you would have seen in 2, knowing what our things were, you would see us dancing around with each other, and
that you're like puzzling out what we're actually trying to do.
Yeah, I think it's good both ways, isn't it?
And trying to puzzle out what on earth I'm trying to do.
Maybe then we'll be back next Friday with some more Décorum. Who knows what we'll be back with next Friday? There's loads of things to do. Some Eldritch Horror, Rach.
No.
Rach isn't enjoying the return to the Arkham files.
I always roll 1s, sometimes 2s. I did a roll of probably 15 dice. No, 13, because I had to roll all 10 and then the 3 after, and I didn't get 1 success.
That's dice.
13 dice, and not a single 5 or 6.
But I did. I've just won. The very first time I've just won Eldritch Horror. And it was a bit of a pain because I played 4 people. But one of those people, basically, like, if it was 4 separate players, I wouldn't have blamed one person for walking out because their first character died about 2 rounds in after rolling nothing. And then the character they got for a replacement died like 4 or 5 rounds after that and pretty much didn't get to do very much. But luckily, if you play multiple characters, it's a pain because you've got to think about it all. And yeah, it was a bit of a blag by the time the game ended. But hey, that's dice and stuff. I'm finding myself really enjoying it though.
Well, we played Living Forest on the weekend.
Yeah,
That was interesting.
Rach didn't have a great time in Living Forest.
Because somebody, as usual, had about a trillion cards for his turns. But I kept drawing all my nighttime animals at the same time. You think you just had a really good first 2 turns and I had pretty rubbish first 2 turns.
Yeah.
And that helped you massively. So I couldn't get money to buy stuff, but you could get money to buy stuff, and then you had just a massive, awesome deck.
Had a really good, smooth time.
You had a really good deck.
It might be different though. But now you know what can happen.
That first shuffle, I had 2 very limited hands. And that did affect me for the rest of the game because you're behind them.
Well, like, what's strange in, like, there will be a video of some form, whether it's like me and Little Glass Marty on Living Forest. There'll be something coming up for it. But, yeah, the weird thing about it is, so it's like, it's Mystic Valley, as you said, James. But, like, when you buy the new things, you buy these new cards, but they go on top of your deck. So you know what's coming up. So you can kind of plan for the next turn. Like, you're limited in what you can do in there. But it's like, rather than just going into your discard pile and they're just getting all shuffled up with the bad cards that stop you drawing, you get to draw them again, which is a bit strange.
Bye, Sean.
Right. Oh, bye, Sean.
Coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Well, we're saying bye.
You have an awesome weekend as well.
You have come in at the very end, Matt, unfortunately. But hey, we played 3 games
Matt.
of Decorum. And game 2 especially is a doozy. Go and watch that one. Watch game 1 or 3 to make us look amazing. Yeah, game 1 will make us look amazing at Decorum.
A mental breakdown happening slowly.
There is a mini Marty. He's in all of the 2-player playthroughs, and he's moral.
Yeah, but I think they might be on about this little mini Marty.
Which one?
The one that's in the middle of the screen. Why did you forget?
Oh, yeah. He's
slowly
them
next to each other.
He's slowly like moving. He's slowly moving off the camera, isn't he? That's what he was doing all last night, though. Had to keep going in the settings and moving him about because for some reason he's like. It's just terrifying though that he's that like the door where his head is the door. As he moves across, he's shutting the door with his face. So like, I don't know if he would be there if we weren't in the room, but it's just terrifying now opening this door.
He does go there when we're not in the room. Like he's literally trying to be like his little glass self.
There's just a Marty ready to be squished behind there. But yeah, but that's it for the week. Well, it's not really, because there's still a playthrough of Scythe: The Rise of Fenris will be going up on Sunday. It's on Patreon now, if you're on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, you can be. And there's an Architects of the West Kingdom Works of Wonder playthrough on Patreon now. There'll be a Moon playthrough coming up very soon. There'll be an Isle of Trains coming up not too far in the future. And then more stuff is getting filmed and stuff constantly. There'll be more live next week. Have a look on Monday. I'll post in the places about what's going to happen. I'm not quite sure yet. We'll see, won't we?
Still
what
no
are we going to do,
story
Rach?
time.
Do you want some story time?
Still no story time.
Maybe there'll be story time. Well, like Wonderbook, which is the main story time, didn't get a lot of votes. It needs to come up at some point because that's practically, I think, the only thing that we took away from the expo as like a review copy. And I really enjoyed it. But hey, who knows? Maybe that'll be next week. Maybe it'll be something else. You'll see. On Monday. Or maybe just tune in on Friday and it'll be a surprise. Thank you everyone for being here though. And for guessing along with us and putting up with our confusion in game 2. Yeah, we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you for your time and your watching and that. Bye everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Say bye again, Rach.
Bye.
Bye.